Hi, everybody. Natalie DeMambro here, and I'm excited to introduce you to a new online series that we're starting called Continue the Conversation. These are conversations that are started in webinars that we're attending or presenting at within the industry. And just by the nature of webinars, we're not getting to all the questions that are showing up in the chat. So we thought, what a great opportunity to show you some of the benefits of hybrid and continue the conversation online.
There's a recognized cost benefit of not having to rely solely on in-person meetings that can extend into the hundreds of millions of dollars. But beyond that, this shift to virtual has actually helped them accomplish some things they've been trying to do for a long time. Diversify who they're talking to. Patient centricity is a buzzword at every Congress you go to. How do you actually do that? You do it virtually by allowing patients to engage at their convenience in a way they can actually communicate, and perhaps even anonymously, so they feel comfortable with the sort of participating across power dynamic differentials, which can extend into all types of conversations. I think there's a lot of benefits around easier engagement that's less taxing and less logistically challenging. They go beyond cost savings and more towards things that are actually beneficial for the business. So I'll give you an example of an MSL-led program that I thought worked really well. So this actually took place in South America, where people are covering these massive geographical swaths. And they were running sort of an online version of their marquee event where they had big name KOLs sort of leading a roundtable. And what they did was they set up segmented virtual rooms so that each regional MSL could invite their own doctors that they had their own relationships with into a room to watch the roundtable, but then engage in follow-up for the few weeks after that. What was really interesting about this was they were non-compensated programs, so there really had to be a legitimate reason to bring somebody in. And the reason was access to the roundtable, and then KOLs or participants from those roundtables served as co-moderators of the conversations with the regional MSLs. So it became just this really cool combination of super high-level KOL access plus relationship building at a local level that they did at scale across an entire continent.
So we're seeing a lot of activity around creating informal kind of social or networking spaces where people can kind of meet with one another, and you kind of break up the formality of it with things like music, scripted questions, to ways to introduce one another. But what's really important is that if they do join that they are engaged within the first few seconds. Otherwise, they will leave straight away. Really having creating environments which will bring people in and keep them in without a sense of pressure to discuss particular information, but to create a more of a networking space. And I've seen things like after parties, shall we say, which have worked very well, but there are definitely ways to do that and bring people together. We're also seeing clients are rethinking the traditional kind of 3 to 4 day medical congress kind of structure. And what they're doing is they're taking the presentations and content and repurposing that over, say, a period of, say, 6 to 8 weeks, where they are bleeding this information out in digestible chunks to their target audience, and consistently being able to continue that medical information and presentation sequence to their audience. And then afterwards, they are able to repurpose that for on-demand viewing and have discussion boards and live chats around that, so that the asynchronous platform is able to bring as many people as they wish in, not only just for the conference, but for a longer period of time. So the pharma company or the medtech company is getting better return on investment over a longer period of time from the investment into the initial congress.
I would recommend medical affairs teams to take advantage of our web conference studio and our client success teams. They will be able to assist you on both portions of your engagement, whether it's the live webcast or it's the virtual overtime session. but they are there to really work with you to familiarize yourself with the technology. So they will take care of that on the back end, so you can focus on engaging with your advisors and really developing those relationships and then getting those insights that you're looking to obtain.
Well, thank you so much to the team at Within3 for providing those responses as we continue the conversation online. And then we look forward to, using this space to continue the conversation and answer some of those questions that don't get to be answered live on those webcasts. So again, thank you for your time, and we look forward to seeing you online.